What's up guys, MoonbowDave here. Welcome back to our own Total War. I can't remember what we were trying to do. Do we have any Senate missions that I was trying to do here? Senate missions. I've got a blockade Syracuse, which I could do. I could blockade Syracuse. Where's Syracuse? Do I want to incur the wrath of... do I want to... I don't know if I want to piss off Carthage just yet, because I could do this. Let's get a boat over that way, and I'll decide later. What's going on in Rimmingham? Can they hire anything better than Time of Guard? No. Got 7 grand, so we're obviously... Sorry, it's been a while since I've played. I want some... a study. Can Segesta do anything new? So we've just got the one army of Quintus Julius. And it looks like we're heading towards Batavium here, but I don't know. I want to take out Lugatorix, that's for sure. That's probably everything I can do for now. I would like to get the mercenary flights. Actually, can I... No mercenaries available. So I should really have a watchtower kind of here-ish as well. Perhaps next turn I'll... Can I make a detour down there? There's a ford there, and then there, and then... and Lugatorix is going to move at the end of this turn. We do have Sextus Antio moving down towards Spain, because I want to have a talk with the Spanish. Can a red team build anything of use? Okay, a red team is actually full up on things. I want a second diplomat, and if I can get a third from Segesta, no. Millennium, can you give me a diplomat, please? You can give me a diplomat. I'd like to get a diplomat up north towards Britain. I'd like to get one going east, towards the Eastern Empires and Eastern Kingdoms. I'd like to take Uvavum, but in order to take... Is that a rebel? In order to take Uvavum, I really have to go through Batavium, but I could, I guess, go north here and around the mountains here. I don't know about this river passage, though. In any case, I think the only thing I can do is end the turn and see what's going on. So, the forces of Batavium have come out and sallied out all the way over to this ridge, war bands, and some cavalry. The cavalry is going to be an issue if I were to form up around the archers. I'm going to have my, if Quintus Julius be out on a flank somewhere, the Velites in with the archers. I could win this. I mean, my army's stronger, so let's get into the battle here. I think I can win this pretty easily with minimal casualties. Because the joy of this is, assuming I've got the high ground. If I don't have the high ground, this screws everything up. So let's have a look at what the battlefield is like. That is not what I wanted to see. It's foggy, which means much reduced visibility, and realistically, where's the best high ground advantage I can get? I'm on the low ground no matter where I go. I think the best I can do, maybe if I were to move up completely to this corner over here and just form up here and facing this direction-ish. This is going to be a couple of minutes to get this set up. These guys set up here. These, I don't want the abilities. These 4 units can kind of go along here, kind of like that. This unit here can cover this flank, like that. I want the general. If I get him over onto this flank, and then the archers. And the Velites can actually go to the front. I'll keep it kind of formed up like this. I think if I were to run in this direction, if I got my entire army to run in this direction, I could, in theory, get some decent high ground. This could work to my advantage, but oh my god, this is going to work to my advantage because they're going to come at me unit by unit. This is... Come on, form up quickly, form up quickly. If I can get them to come at me just the way they are right now, this is going to be perfect if they just charge. There's a fly in here that's really been annoying the last, like, week. Didn't know houseflies could live that long. Okay, I want you to be on fire at will and skirmish. I want all of the Hastati to be fire at will and guard mode. You, I want to be fire at will and guard mode as well. Because the Velites will be my dedicated skirmisher units. I want the general out on this flank now. That's going to be a better positioning for him. If I ungroup... Yeah, if I ungroup everything... The archers should get a shot in a moment. General, could you run, please? The archers should get a shot in a moment. They're going to try and flank, I think. How close to the are the archers to actually having a shot on this army? Absolutely nowhere near. So the Gauls are going to form up and... Oh, they're not going to charge one by one. That would have been a perfect situation. Now, what I could do here is... Do they have any... They don't have any skirmishers. They don't have any ranged units. Okay. They are approaching... they are approaching all in one go, and they got a potential flanking line here, so I need to move my general very quickly down and out of the way. So you get down there. Where's the edge of the battlefield? Oh, I've cornered him. Oh, I've completely cornered him. This is... Okay, I need you to be actually behind the army. The archers are now firing. The Velites should be going in a second. And once the Velites go... There's the Velites. They're now going to skirmish behind. And the Hastati will take over with the Pili. With Pile, whatever. Leading to just a sea of black in the sky. Velites, get to the very back here. I don't want you getting flanked. We've got a break there. Warbands have broken. That could lead to a mass rout. It is a mass rout. We've caused a mass rout. Well, my generals will be behind the charge, which means if you just use the general ability, you can cause them to go behind your own troops. The barbarian cavalry is now routing. I want my army to basically just chase them all down at this point. My general will be helping out on that charge in a moment. Where is my general on that point? Where is his name Quintus? What's his name? I don't know where he is, but... Oh, the enemy army's routing directly into him. Fantastic. Get these warbands. We have in fact won the battle, but I want to send a message here. And the message I want to send is you do not screw with Rome. You don't attack a Roman army. We've lost some Velites there, unfortunately. But that is a clear and decisive victory for Rome. And it looks like my army is warmed up, which means they're actually going to run faster. Yeah, we're going to clean house here. Is that Velites? Yep, that's Velites pursuing. The bulk of the Hastati are back here, just chasing off the remainder of their army. These three poor war bands coming over the crest of the hill, and they see effectively an entire army running at them from both sides. We're gonna have some crossfire here. I want to have the Velites stop firing at will, please. Yeah, we've clearly won the battle. Everybody that was left on the field is dead. So that was a pretty quick and decisive victory. We lost... Is that total 60 men? Yeah. We lost 60 men to defeat an army of over 1,000. And I think we made a slight loss on that turn. Quintus Julius is a good commander. Construction report. Ariminum now has a port, which means it's going to be pulling in more money. Minus 130. Does it have a market? It does not. I would like more places to pull troops together, though. Specifically, I'd like to get somewhere where I can pull some cavalry together. And what's... We've got a good enough rate here in Medial Army of growth. We've got some public unrest. Why is there unrest? Why is the public tax penalty, culture penalty? Because there's a lot of barbarian stuff here. Let's get land clearance going there. And that's everywhere that needs construction. Recruitment report. Our red team has provided us with some more Velites. They'll have more Velites next turn. We have an agent here, so we can start moving him to the east. And the diplomat from Medioladium, Quintus Nobilior, can start actually heading north and potentially discover that is a rebel settlement. Interesting. And the Brutii have declared war on Carthage, which means we're probably going to get pulled into that war regardless. So let's set up a blockade on Syracuse for the next turn. Now, this army of Quintus Julius. Let's do some merging of troops. That's all the merging I can really do. There's two potential courses of action here. Number one, I could go and try and get rid of Windex's army over here. Number two, I could go try and take Batavium. I guess number three, I could look for the rebel set. Well, it's probably going to be Juvavant there. I'm going to go for Batavium. I had a spy in here. The gates will be open, so... That isn't the full army. One unit of Astati does not an army make. The gates are open. We can just walk right in. Well... we're taking on 958 men, mainly warbands, some barbarian cavalry and swordsmen, so... This could be a case of trying to draw them out to the walls. What's Quintus Julius like now? He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. Natural born general, good attacker, lively. That's actually really good. A good commander with a drill master, which actually is a bonus to have a drill master, not to be a drill master. So let's find the battle map, I guess. The reason I'm fighting so many battles on the battle map at this early stage, it's easier. It's a lot easier to win battles if you actually know what you're doing. And to be able to actually use tactics is great.
The auspices have been taken, and gods be praised, nothing can be found to deny us victory today. With such portents, we need only march upon the enemy. Today we fight against monsters. The Gauls, they are dangerous, mad, and In victory, they are always heartless. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. By this time tomorrow, our sword arms will ache from overuse!
So I take it he likes the Gauls. I'm happy with the weather, so we can get started straight away. Where's the nearest gate? It's going to be on the south wall. We're approaching from the east. Select the entire army. Just gonna double click over here. There we go. That's gonna be the nearest gate. We're just gonna aim them at it. Start the battle, see what's going on. Okay. Archers can just stand there-ish. We'll send in 3 units of Astati straight off. What are these warbands? I wonder if we can't... This is a really stupid strategy. But if I were to get a couple of units of Astati to just stand outside the gates and have the archers stand directly behind them, we could in theory shoot straight through the open gate and win this battle right here. We don't quite have the range to get up to the victory monument here, which is guarded by some more warbands. There's the cavalry. Is our army approaching nicely? It is, so we can slow down. I want that static to speed up just a bit so that they form up first. And this is going to go perfectly according to plan. Archers can stop there probably and start firing at the warbands. Gonna bring in... Do I need an auxiliary unit of... Velites can definitely... No, don't flee, you idiots! I clicked the wrong button. Don't flee! Attack! Gonna bring in an auxiliary unit of Stati just to stand there. And a second auxiliary unit to stand there. So they can be piled in if we really need some help. So we'll just kind of chunk our way through this unit of warbands. We are losing Hastati at a reasonable rate, but the archers are helping. Actually, the archers are probably helping to kill people. To kill our own men. They're definitely killing Velites. Archers, stop killing my Velites, please. In fact, Velites, just kind of stand over here. You're getting in the way of the archers. Alright, so the warband is down to 103. Hastati's lost 30. Okay, so we are winning this little engagement decisively. Our one unit of Hastati, yep, they've broken. Let's get the Hastati in. In. And in. We want the Hastati to be absolutely destructive. Okay. Hastati, just form up in line there. Another unit of Hastati in to form up there. And another unit in to form up here on the flanks. No, facing the other direction, you idiots. Come on. There we go. So it'll be our army in a nice flanking position. Once they're all in place... Have they brought something outside the walls? No, that's a unit defending the walls. So once they're all in place here... It will be a couple of minutes because the other units of Hastati have to come down yet. Once they're all in position, we're getting the warbands back down. But the archers and Hastati, the combined force there, should be able to take care of them. Yep, they've run off before they can even engage. What can I do here? Because I could just run up straight to the town plaza. That's the Hastati in place, so we can now bring the archers in. like that. The archers can stand behind the Hastati, who all need to be on guard mode, might I add. You all need to be on guard mode so you don't go chasing random units off. We want to try and wear them down here, so that when we go up into the open field, you know, we've got a really easily defensible position, especially with the archers. The Hastati can also all be on fire at will, because murder death is a good thing. The more death the Hastati can cause immediately, the better. Like that. They barely need to use anything. In fact, I don't think they didn't even throw Pelham. That's a real best case scenario. That was all archers and maybe one or two slices from the Hastati. There will be... potentially... nope. That was all archers again. The more we can get the archers to chunk this army up, the better it'll be once we get to a major engagement here. Because these are just skirmishes, the kind of the beginning end of the battle. There's no time limit on the battle, so I can take as long as I feel I need to. And with just the one unit of archers, and that's all we have, we're gonna need a little while for them to chunk through. They're almost out of arrows already. So once the archers are out of ammo, we could in theory bring the velities in and have them as bait up front here. I want to actually bring in the heavily damaged unit of Hastati and maybe use them as bait. Let's also bring in the velities. See how this battle's going. We lost 4%, they've lost 41%. So we've got about 10 kills per... 10% of their army dead per percent of our army dead. And I'd like my general to come in somewhere as well. Let's bring you in over there. Okay, so we can just move this entire formation forwards. And it'll stay in formation for the most part. And the farther forward we can get it, the better. This is going to be our endpoint right here, because this is going to be baiting them off the plaza. Effectively. So I'll want Hastati blocking this potential exit there. And then, in fact, I'll want 2 units. Will I? Yes. I'll have an auxiliary second unit of Hastati there, and I want the archers directly behind that. Because that should, in theory... the archers will have the range to start bopping the army here. Ideally the light cavalry, if you please, archers. Now if we can pull in the light cav, or make as much of a dent in that as possible. They're going to charge, but they're not going to get too much of a charge in. Especially seeing as the Hastati are about to load them full of Pelham. We did take a few losses there, but not many, which is perfect. They're going to take some heavy losses. Now we get the Hastati to engage. Fully engage. So we'll have 2 units fighting 1. I want the archers now to stop firing. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. The point now is to take out the enemy general who is actually in the unit. Okay, archers, fire again. Fire, 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 fire. This is the point where I want the firing to happen, because they got their backs facing the army. This is going to go right into the middle of their army and possibly cause it all to charge. Is this a full charge? This may well be a full charge. But my Hastati came forward at the same time. I want the general dead. If we can kill the general, that's the end of this fight. The archers are still firing upon the general's unit. And there's the general. I can see him. He's the guy in silver. He's the guy who's actually bothered wearing armor to this battle. Now, we should be able to... I've got the archers selected as well. No, archers, don't go into that fight. Don't go into that fight, archers. I've only got one unit of archers. I don't want to lose it. That's the enemy general dead. This is the end of this is the battle one now. They legitimately cannot take on a nearly full strength Roman army. Well, half strength, I guess. Come on. Just want to move these up as close as I can get them. The general can now come in and go over to, we'll say, here. Because I want to try and envelop them as much as I possibly can. I like to use triple speed because it's faster. So one of the units has decided to charge of its own accord. That's fantastic. So if we can get the rest of the army in. And the general can now charge. They're engaged. They're engaged. General charge. Hastati in this side. General back off. Hastati in this side. General can charge in again. It's just going to be a case of doing a few charges in. And then very quickly pulling back out. There's the general. And it does look... Yeah, we've got this one. They're going to have effectively infinite... infinite morale because of the fact that they're on the plaza and, you know, kind of fighting for their lives here. But this is the end of the battle. This is the battle one. I'm going to pull the general's unit back out now just because I don't want to take too many losses there. That's going to... It's going to regroup over time, but I prefer to not have it lose too many now because it's going to be out marauding for a while. So just speed up time here and let this chunk through nicely. The Velites have decided to come forward for some reason. I didn't tell you to do that, Velites, but thank you, I guess. And it's a clear victory. We have lost more men than I would have liked, but yeah, we've lost 131, but they've lost literally everybody. I think that's a loss that I'm willing to take. So we now have Batavium, which does have a habit of trying to rebel, so we'll just enslave. What have I built everywhere else? It's a Jupiter. Oh, it's Ceres. Public order and population growth bonus. Yes, let's get Ceres in. Retrain all the Hastati would be great. And we have no way of retraining the general's unit, which I kind of figured would happen. You can continue on your quest to the east, if you don't mind. You can continue going off. I'd like to talk to the Germans. The Germans are up here. You can see the edge of the German border. You are free to move into Spain now. There should be a city somewhere around here. Roughly around the Barcelona area. Ariminum, you are building some stables. Aretium, you're building a trader. Mediolanum, you're getting some land clearance in. And you're building some land clearance too. Okay. Can anywhere recruit a Hastati? Can actually recruit one unit of Hastati there as well. That's all I can really do this turn. I might move Lentulus Amanius over to get Vindex over to my side and bribe him if I can. That'd be a good situation. Macedonia is having a bit of a rebel problem and a bit of a we have 17 armies but nothing in them problem. What do the Gauls want? They want a ceasefire. We will give you a ceasefire only if we get map information. We got map information. We now know where the Gauls are and where their cities are. That was not a peace treaty, was it? That was just a ceasefire, so... Windex over here is still... You are a spy, sir. Can I bribe you? No. Can I bribe the spy? No. We did make 1,000 denarii that turn. Amulius Julius has come of age. Where's Amulius Julius? He's... Oh, with Quintus Julius. So we can in theory leave Quintus here. I don't know which one I want to be left there. Yeah, I'll leave Quintus there for a kind of quasi-retirement. And I will, whoops, bring Quintus with this portion of the army out and north. So Amulius Julius can march north. And he's too far north. He's one hex too far north to set up a watchtower. Genius. Batavium has completed the shrine to Ceres. I would like to get a stables there and some more stati, because I'd like to start training up some extra armies. Yes, Augusta can get a trader, and that's already at maximum tax rate. And Arretium can get... What does Arretium need? Higher taxes, for one. Arretium would be best served with... probably some farming for growth's sake. Recruitment report. All has stati been retrained. We got some more... Velites in Arretium. The Julii and the Scipii have declared a ceasefire. Armenia and Egypt are both at war with the Seleucids. And Thrace and Macedon have declared war on each other, which is interesting to say the least. But to complete our Senate mission, we are going to blockade the docks here at Syracuse. We're now at war with Carthage, but we can... Oh, good, that's the drill master I gave Amulius Julius. We're now at war with Carthage, technically, but it doesn't matter too much. Where's our dude? Quintus Willy Nillius. Go there. Anton, go over there. I thought there was a city there. Ah, there it is. Osca. We're going to Osca and have a word with... Is that a rebel settlement? That's Spanish, good. We'll have a word with the Spaniards. Hello, Spain. Tralton's Alpine Gaul. There's a city there under siege. Which, Massilia. Marseille is under siege. Probably from the Gauls, I would imagine. Amulius Julius is going to head north and try and take Uvum next. I'd like to kind of get an army over towards... Oh my god! The Brutii haven't taken Segestica yet? I probably should have moved Amulius Julius over to Segestica first, but if I can take Uvum and then double back and take Segestica, that'd be a great situation. In fact, can I form up a second army here? Under Quintus Julius? If I could form up a secondary army under Quintus, that'd be a kind of a best case scenario, just because Amulius was too inept to build a watchtower. Let's build one there. Let's get one in. Oh, we can't build a second one. Why can we not build a second watchtower? We can build one there. Fantastic. And Quintus, you can start heading back towards Batavium. Captain Julianus, you can just kind of stay there for the night. Do we have any other useful troops? Why do we have Triarii in Segestica? In Segesta? They should really boost Captain Julianus in... Can they get over there? They can't get over to Captain Julianus. Let's get them moving over there. I don't know why exactly the town names have all disappeared. Video options? I don't know why all the town names have disappeared. Have I done something incredibly stupid? Always show settlement details. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I have the awful feeling that I've done something stupid. Oh. Okay. Did I press a button I shouldn't have over here somewhere at some point? Oh, brings up B brings up the settlement details. I really don't know what I've done here, but I've done something incredibly stupid and now I can't see the... Can I bring up the control options? Audio options. Video options. What have I done here that's broken that?
Left click on graphics options to...
Yes. I don't know what I've done. But let's end the turn here. I'll figure it out for the next video. Can I double back to Segesta, I wonder? We are supposed to take Corrales, which... Why do... no, I'm not going to take Corrales. Also, what do we get for that to the mission? Games at sense expense. I went all the way down to Syracuse so that they could throw a party for me. Good. Quintus Julius, you can't hire any mercs. Okay, the captains can go up here. Captain Julianus, join with Captain Marcellus. Marcellus Wallace. And Julianus can join up with you two. Now we got a decent enough army. We can actually start heading towards Segesta and do it kind of a double take here. Amulius Julius, you continue walking up towards Uvavum. Can you, like, engage this turn? No. We lost some money that turn, but that's fine. Faction announcements. Servius Julius has been born, and the brigade started in Mediolanium. Construction in Mediolania. Land clearance, so there should be... Oh, yeah, there is some major unrest problems here. In the middle of population boom, but there's a... Oh, there's a massive culture penalty going on. In fact, I think that culture penalty is going up. What can I do to combat that then? If I were to replace the muster field with a militia barracks, that might actually help. And do I have anything building in Batavium? I do. Magnificent. Some recruitment has happened. Already I'm still building up an army. Lentulus. Oh, it's Germans. Germans. Oh. It's Windex again. Windex, are you gonna take a bribe this time? No, well, then get out of my way, Windex. Hello, Rudolph. Can we have some map information, please? Also some trade rights. How about trade rights and map information without any money? How about a single 100 denarii? I'm gonna try and lowball him. About 200. Final offer. 360. That'll do. I mean, it'll make us more money in the long term, I think. Quintus Julius can't do anything. And Tullius... Windex, why are you here? Can I get an alliance with the Gauls? No. In fact, they're so angry with me they don't even want to talk. I may have to abandon Quintus Julius' plan to get over to Segesta, because I may have to double back and defend Mediolanium. Should not be a great situation, because I can't get an army over there. I'm going to get some extra Hastati into his army, just in case. He can't hire any mercs. Can Nebulius Julius hire any mercs? No, I'm getting very unlucky with mercenaries this game. Britain and the Scipii are now at war with Gaul for some reason. And Parthian and the Seleucids are now at war as well. And yeah, the diplomat has path blocked. I think that's all I can do for this turn. The downside is the early game tends to be a lot of kind of rushing through turns. Oh, I forgot to talk to the Spanish. I'm so glad that I queued that order up. Spain, can we have map information? Also, here's some trade rights. Hooray! Now we can see the majority of Spain, and we can see that they are, in fact, bordering Carthage and Gaul. The Germans have taken over most of Germany. The French have taken over most of France. The Spanish have taken over most of Spain, and for some reason the Moroccans, or the not the Moroccans. I don't know what country this is. The North Africans have taken over the south of Spain. Cornelius Ignatius, good commander, gives him 2 stars. I'll wait for somebody better to come up, Fadia. I'm sorry. Made a bit more money that turn. Fantastic. We don't have any senators. Romanum's got his stables up, which means we can now start training more. Things. Equities. I'm good at words. I am. I'd like this to be kind of a militaristic city if I can. Arretium's still building. What else was finished building? Segesta has got a trader and it needs a barracks now. So they can build town watch. Oh, good lord, Flavius Julius. You're stern. That's actually good. Flavius Julius is 51 and he is amazing. Do I want Quintus Julius to take out Windex? No, head towards Segesta. Is that Segesta? Segestica. So you got Massilia. Which one of these is Segesta? We got Segesta and Segestica. And you can... No, don't go around the long way. Oh my god, you idiot, Amulius. Oh well, pick up some mercenaries while you're there. You can't pick up anybody. You are supposed to be going west, are you not? At the moment, you've just gone more east than you have anywhere else. Damn it, Sextus. Okay, go that way. Quintus, noble master. Why can you not go over and talk to the Germans? Okay, can I queue that up for next turn? Yes. I don't know why you couldn't do it this turn. But okay. Recruitment report. Arretium and Batavia are now putting out Hastati. I'd like to queue up a few more there. Batavium, I'll queue up one more. Because they're kind of running low on people in general. Spain and Carthage are now at war, but the Greeks and Thrace are not. Oh no, they're allies, in fact. Greeks and Thrace could not be further from war. And that boat's on its move. The Brutii are heading over into the Middle East somewhere. Greece is just at war with itself constantly. The French are heading south. The Thracians are fighting with the Macedonians, who do look astonishingly like Sparta because that's their capital. We did lose quite a bit of money at the time. Arretium needs... What does Arretium need? It would actually could do with more farming, it could do with more income. I'm gonna get some sewers just because that's gonna work better in the long term. And Patavium's got stables now. We'll go for sewers as well, and we can up the tax rate to very high. Can't really train anything there at all. Recruitment report, we do have horses on their way in, and we can now lay siege to Uvum, which, oh, we can just walk into. Okay, let's just walk into Uvum then. And we're taking on 2 units of warbands, some naked fanatics, and some peasants. This shouldn't take long. For those of you who don't know, who maybe are new to the Total War series, peasants are the most useless things in the world. I've had fights between peasants and peasants, and it's literally whoever has the best formation wins.
Not warriors, and a warrior makes his own fate. Rebellious slaves may think of victory, but we should make them think kindly of their master's whips. They are dead men walking. These people have yet to taste victory at my expense. Today will be no different, so lay into them with a will. Today, the carrion birds feast, but they will feast upon our enemies, not on good Roman flesh!
Alright, so, yeah, peasants are useless. If you have a battle between a full stack army of peasants and another full stack army of peasants, it basically ends up being whichever peasant army has the better positioning wins. So let's just gear up for straight on assault here. Gonna kind of use a similar tactics to what I did last time, which is just walk straight. Oh. What I want to do here, I want to get all of these guys. Stop moving the damn camera. I want to get all of these guys and get them kind of... Are you coming out to attack? That'd be a really dumb idea, actually, if you did that. I'll move you forward, and then want to move the archers up behind you. Why are you charging? Oh my god, you lunatics. Are these the naked fanatics, by any chance? They are charging the peasants. They're literally throwing their weakest possible unit at me. Archers, hold fire, because I don't want you guys actually wasting ammunition. And the peasants are broken. Literally that easy to break the peasants. And we'll get the general kind of coming up the side there to there. Not gonna move. Okay, the peasants are charging again. Oh, screw it. Archers, take them out. We've got arrows to spare. This is gonna be an absolute massacre from the archers here. Especially if they insist on running the peasants over and back in front of them. Oh my god. I think the peasants are panicked. They're down to 12 people left, I think. 22, in fact. Mainly because they just wouldn't stop running over and back in front of my archers. Let's see, where's a good place to plop this army down? Right about... It started to snow. How lovely. How romantic. Peasants, I wouldn't do that if... You're gonna insist on running down here, aren't you? Because you got an entire army headed your way, guys. I don't think the peasants quite realize that. Oh, the peasants have realized. The peasants have seen the army and are now terrified. The naked fanatics are now coming to attack Hastati, which probably will actually end quite well for them. Because they're heavy infantry, the Hastati are only light infantry. But we're bringing in an entire blooming army here. They're munching through my study a lot faster than I'd like. You two start attacking the naked fanatics, please. The peasants are just being annoying. They're being an irritation. I think I've killed their general. Yes, I have. In which case, infantry army, just kill. Archers, just run up and fire at things. This is never going to end in anything but a massacre. And it's pretty much ending as a massacre. We've lost 12% of our army, they've lost half of theirs. And their losses are just racking up now at a rate of knots because we've got an entire army here. And they've just got some people with spears and shields. Against actual trained soldiers. 17 to 77, 17 to 81. We have won this battle. We had won from the minute we arrived. We have taken Yuvavum, which I somehow have trouble pronouncing. Oi! Why are you slacking? Actually, why are some of these guys slacking entirely? Get into the battle, you divs. Yeah, screw it, why not have the general in there? There we go, we've clearly won. Clear victory. We lost 287, they lost 881. We lost more than we should have, but doesn't matter too much. And we have taken Yuvavum, which is best occupied. Need to get rid of that. We need to build our shrine to Ceres here, which will increase public order. Unrest is quite bad. You, sir, are useless at quelling unrest. We have no time guard or anything. Okay. That's gonna do it for this video. So we've expanded the empire. We took Batavium and Yuvavum today. In the next time we'll be taking Segestica. Almost certainly. What kind of army does Segestica have? It looks to be weaker. It has some Illyrian mercenaries, but nothing else that I can see. There is well, now we've got mercenaries too. And that's how to deal with that problem. Let's just move our... Get around the Gallic guy. The Spanish guy down here, Sextus Anno, can actually go down to Carthage, which is under siege. Could be to our advantage. This guy seems the Germans around, so I can go and look at the presumably British settlement that's over here. That's going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave you by saying I've been MoonbowDave. There we go. You've been watching Rome Total War, playing the Julii Romans, dudes in red, building us up an empire. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 settlements now, soon to be 7. And the more settlements we have, the faster we'll be expanding. Especially if we can get the reforms going. So I might start moving family members into a single army. Or into 2 or 3 armies, just to get the Gaius reforms going. I'm going to try and trigger them from Arretium. So Lucius Julius can stay safe. Everywhere else is going to lose its governor. And that's kind of the plan from here on out. Segesta is going to actually require some troops. So I can move Flavius Julius, who is... Holy crap, he's the factionaire. He's the faction leader? Well, who's the Arretium then? The factionaire. Okay, so I'll need to... Let's do some swapping here. Actually, if we move them all to Arretium, it'll have the same net result. If we can keep all the family members in one city or move them to one army, it'll have the same net result. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you next time. Until then, stay safe. Goodbye.